Today, the title of what I'm going to talk about is Dharma, Karma, and Drama. It's just a phrase that came in while I was sitting. So I'm sitting here in Glastonbury, and it's a beautiful day, although it's a little bit grey. So let's see what we can make of these three things. Perhaps see them differently. Dharma. Normally people think of Dharma as being the teachings of somebody. The way, the teachings of the Buddha, the Dharma of the Buddha Dharma. But everything has a Dharma. The Dharma of fire is to burn. The Dharma of water is to flow. The Dharma of an elephant is to be magnificent and unstoppable. So what is the Dharma of a human? What is your Dharma? You can get very particular about that because your Dharma might be expressing your particular talents. But fundamentally, what is the human Dharma? If the Dharma of a fire is to burn, what is the Dharma of a human? What is our true purpose? What were we designed for? What is it that when we do it, we are fully satisfied? We are fully blissed out. We want for nothing. The Dharma of a human being, from my point of view, is to love, to serve, to take care of. A mother knows that. The Dharma of a mother is to take care of her children. When you're doing your Dharma, when you're in your Dharma, extraordinary qualities arise. Like, I have seen some mothers who were anxious before they had their children, or even women who come and see me and say, no, I'm never going to have a child. No, I don't want one. And we open that up and look at it a bit more deeply. And sometimes they feel what's really there is, I just know I'm too selfish. But the amazing thing about when we choose to fulfill our Dharma, which in this case we're talking about being a mother, what I've seen is that incredible transformations happen. And people who were selfish become so giving. They can give endlessly, it seems. And they become fully loving and magnificent in that. So following our Dharma is the path to completion, is the path to being all that we can be. And it's about loving. It's about caring. It's about being beyond self-cherishing, where the motive behind all that we're doing is really just to look good and to feed our fabricated sense of self, not the real self. Karma. Does a free person, does someone who has followed their Dharma and realized the truth about the self, the truth about the not self, the truth about the ego, does that one experience karma? The I Am presence, the witness, the one who witnesses my states of consciousness, the one who witnesses my thoughts, the one who witnesses my actions. Does that one grow? No, it doesn't. Does the sky learn from the weather that it experiences, the weather that passes through it? Does it change the sky? Oh, that was a terrible storm last night, says the sky. I'm feeling really tired today. Took a real battering. No, the sky remains unchanged by all the events that happen in it. And so, like us, that sky-like awareness in us, when we are coming from it, and when we are flowing as it, we can witness karma, but we don't actually experience any. We're the witness of it unfolding in the part we play, perhaps. But even then, karma is a designation, is a superimposition. It's an interpretation. It's a map that has been invented through generations to describe causality. But the noble Buddha, I think this is true, the noble Buddha said, don't bother talking about karma. It's way too complicated. And if it's a thing, it's not real. But we really are clear about it. Oh no, there's definitely karma. Your karma's going to get you. But it's really just there isn't a thing called karma. It's a designation. We see something and we give it a designation of being this. But in reality, it doesn't emanate that, actually. People say karma is action. Your actions create your karma. But all actions are empty. How could they create karma? So it's not the action that creates the karma, but the beingness that that action comes from, the intent, the intention that that action comes from, that generates the result that we get. Two people can kill somebody. One person is trying to save, a doctor is trying to save the life of someone in intense surgery, but fails to do so. The other is a murderer coming from evil intent. They both killed somebody. The karma is not the same. The result is not the same because the intention was different. So it's the intention that creates the result, or appears to. Do we have to wait for our karma to burn out before we can be free? No. Your karma, on whatever state it is, unfolds in perfect freedom. The weather, no matter what it is, unfolds in a perfect sky, which never changes. The Dharma is to find that sky and to return and be it. And this brings us on then to drama. So the drama, in the drama we have a part that we play. Oh, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm undefined, I'm gender fluid, whatever it is. Got an age, I've got a job, I've got opinions, I've got thoughts, I've got states of consciousness, and all that is part of the part that I play in the drama of life. Is that who I am? Am I the part that I play? All these conversations that are happening every day at the moment are addressing one question: who am I? And this one we're looking at, am I the part that I play? It seems, my thoughts, which are part of the part that I play, the part that I play supported by my internal thinking, is that who I am? Will I find myself in the part that I play? Is that who I am? Am I who I think I am? Am I my thoughts? Is that what determines who I am? My thoughts are unique. So is that who I am? I'm my thoughts? And am I my opinions, perhaps? My opinions are unique. They're quite like everybody else's, but they're all tweaked slightly differently. Is that who I am? My opinions? Am I my karma? My unique karma? No one has my karma. Is that who I am? I am the things that I've done. That's what makes me unique. No one's done what I've done. They've done similar, but no one's done what I've done. Is that who I am? And the answer is no, 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 and no. That's not who we are. That's all qualities of the part we play. So what is the truth about who I am? Am I my qualities? I've got gifts. I can do this. I can't do that. The qualities and talents that I have, is that who I am? That display themselves in the drama of my life. Is that who I am? No, it's not. My misery, my unique misery, my unique sorrow, my unique capacity for upset, is that who I am? No one had their heart broken like I did. Am I my pain, my suffering? Is that who I am? No, it's not. That's all the quality of the drama that you witnessed, that you observed. The witness sees but doesn't look, hears but doesn't listen, impartial. The witness appears to be located in here. Until it doesn't. Until it's everywhere. Equally all the time. But for the time being, it is this simple sense, I am. But even that I will go in profound and deep meditation. So, is there anything to do, really? No, because it's the natural state. It's actually, if you just stop doing all the things that are the constituent parts of the part you play in the movie of your life, if you stop doing all of that, so that means stop acting for a moment, stop thinking for a moment, stop feeling for a moment, stop being fascinated by and caught up in your states of consciousness for a moment, because all of that stuff is part of the dream, part of the part you play in the dream, what makes you unique in the dream. Put all that aside, and what is left? That is the self. That is the fabulous, inconceivable simplicity of who I am. That one doesn't change. Change is very fearful for most of us, isn't it? Oh my God, what's gonna happen? They're gonna vaccinate the world. What's gonna happen? And we have to suppress that, and we start suppressing our anxieties, and we start suppressing our fears. The next thing we know, our heart's hardened. And we can't feel the love, we can't feel the life, we can't feel the presence. So again, we have to become aware, oh my God, I must put all of this down, even just for a moment is good. Once you do it for a moment and really get how amazing it is to be this freedom that you always are at the source, then it becomes much easier to have longer and longer periods where you are it effortlessly, just by remembering it. I don't want to let go. I don't want to let go. I don't want to let go of my mind. What, are you crazy? I don't want to let go of my mind. My mind is the one that's telling me what's happening. If the mind wasn't there, I wouldn't know what's happening. But you have to really see how much misery and pain and suffering has come through your association with your mind. Thinking I am the thinker. No, you're not. You're far more wonderful than that. Thinking is pretty incredible. It's amazing. Look at all that's been created from it. Now we've got a machine that will think for itself, the AI. As we speak, it's learning itself without being taught. What is more incredible than that, we might ask? And this love. This love. What is the great, final, ultimate secret of life? Of your life, of your existence. The view from the mountaintop the ultimate view for you. And even if you only have this in a lifetime for a moment, you are very, 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 very blessed. What is that ultimate view? All there is love. I was dreaming, and then I was awakened. And when I awakened, I realized all there is love. We can come so far from that. And then we suffer. Our suffering can be measured by the distance we are from knowing that and being that. Being at a place where even breathing, you're breathing love. You can give love, taking love, giving love, drawing love, blowing love, lifting love, sending love, receiving love, or just being a lover in a field of love, loving. A little time in presence can activate a process of awakening. Like a certain amount of sunlight will activate the plant's growth. And if all the conditions are good, it will blossom. It will release its fragrance. It will absorb wonderful energies from the sun. Karma dissolves in the light of your awakening. the momentums. We've been traveling as a waveform from a beginning to an end, traveling through time and space in a continuum, traveling along, moving. And then life directs us to observe, to self-observe, and we find we have a different mode of being. We break down into presence, into particle presence, hovering and being in this now. In this now, there isn't anything that was before, unless we go and bring it in. This now is always pure. This now is always clear. This now is always profound peace and silence. It doesn't matter what's going on in the drama. This peace remains even when it's noisy. This clarity is there even when confusion is observed. This love holds life even when we feel hate. So, how do we get there? The heart is the guide. But we think our mind is the guide. We think we know it all already. We think our understanding is realization. It is not. It's just understanding. You read the book, oh, I understand this concept. Your interpretation of that concept may be completely different to the guy who had the realization that produced that concept. And understanding something is not the same as realizing it for yourself. When you realize what's being said, it will transform your relationship to your life, to your feelings, to the past. It will transform your relationship to thought. You will naturally start being kinder. You will naturally start being more generous. You will naturally not be entertaining so much judgment. You will naturally become disenchanted with opinions. You will naturally become more bored by gossip. You will be drawn towards stillness. You'll be drawn towards nature. You'll be drawn towards caring. You'll love it. You already do. But there's no end to it. The cynical ones are cynical because they confused understanding with realization. They understood it all, but it still didn't transform them. So then their next reaction to that was, I know it all, it doesn't work, it's all very well, but. And they become cynical and their heart becomes, a layer of frozenness comes over their heart. No, it's not just a matter of understanding something. You have to realize it by experiencing it directly, which we can do now. By simply seeing what's here. Are we separate from it? So I'm doing these every day at the moment, and they're also going on YouTube Timian Talks YouTube channel. And I'm also available for one-to-one conversations on a donation basis, online or in real life. So if you feel called for that, then follow that call. I hope this has been helpful, and that you'll have a wonderful day.